purchased the wood for the roof on the Mus-Art studio, and we'll be bringing the updates on that next week. What are we doing this week? A unique rocket stove for the Mus-Art studio. Let's check in on what Dad and Shae have in mind.
The next rocket stove on our list is going into the studio, so we want it to be a little artsy considering that's gonna be like the home of art. We really want to do either a dragon or a lizard. This one that we're sitting on really turned out well, but we wanted to keep improving it and making it better, so we tried new things, different things with Garen's. I think Garen's works pretty well.
I love that it's sunk into the floor. That way I have a lot of extra room. I don't have to worry about that big bench in this small of an area. It burns great, it heats great, uses hardly any wood. It is a little low to the ground. It's not always easy to get down there and stoke it and start it. It starts nice, it's just you gotta, you know, bend down real far. So I do wish that it was a little higher. Other than that though, it works really good.
It's got a couple issues, so we made it even better for Bryson's. And I would say Bryson's works the best so far, and it looks really good.
I've been really satisfied with this rocket stove. It's worked really well. I mean, the only thing I would suggest is to add an air intake from the outside, because just taking the air inside and recycling it isn't really that effective, because you start pulling air throughout little creases in your house, underneath your door and stuff like that, and you start pulling the cold air in and pushing out your hot air. I'm looking forward to using it this winter when I get to really use it. You know, when it's actually snowing outside. I mean, like the one time we get snow, maybe, if we get snow. We sometimes don't get snow, and usually it's just one day. Yeah.
I like my little potbelly stove, but it eats up a great deal of wood. So I'm gonna wait until they get the rocket stove like perfect, and then we're gonna get one in here that works awesome.
But on this one, we've got totally new ideas, and we think that it's gonna turn out really well.
This is the open flame area. This is the barrel that the rocket stove normally works from. Where we feed in, we'll be in through the mouth, so it'll look like a dragon and fire and so on. And then on a wall that's about 18 inches thick or more, behind this, heat storage will be on the wall as opposed to inside the bench. We're going to run the pipe from the rocket stove down here where the firebox is. Inside the wall, the stovepipe will come up in zigzags and then out the back, and we'll store all the heat in the wall. The tail will go up on the wall, and it'll kind of go this way up into the top so that we can actually decorate the wall that's going to store the heat.
Yeah, I'll probably be the one to paint it. I'll probably help with design. I'm definitely gonna hug the wall afterwards.
The weight of the stove does require that there's more support, and I didn't want to build up the wood floor to support the wood stove. And we have a little corner of ground that's inside. It's just big enough for this to fit. What's nice is that the stairs ends in one area and the bottom circle ends in one area, and the outside circle, it leaves us a little patch of ground to actually set the stove on. We're going to be putting the rocket stove right in between these two windows. And it's going to require us to be about 5 foot to the center. We need another foot for the piping that'll be going out. It actually will come out about 3.5 feet, which is right about to here. So we chose a spot that's right in between the windows. It's about 10 feet in between there. We're putting in a block foundation here so that we can set the rocket stove up in the air just a little bit. This particular one has to have a wood floor that'll come up to it. We'll have to prepare for that. And what's nice too is that when you open the double doors to go into the studio, there's going to be kind of that rocket stove idea right there. So the first thing you see when you open up will be art.
So it better be pretty.
It'll be nice. It'll be fun.
When we were laying the foundation, I helped move those very heavy bricks.
White ones. Why are the white ones heavier?
I feel like I had an easier time carrying them than you did with all the groaning and griping you did.
Well, they're heavy and you're stronger than I am.
Pure muscles.
Yeah, pure muscles.
Balance them. Balance 3 bricks, 1 pinky.
Thank you.
Oh.
Okay. We struggled finding fire brick in the area. You know, drive a long ways away. We did find it in a box store, so we managed to pick that up. $1.25. Yeah, I thought they'd be a couple bucks, $2, $3 a piece.
Stay tuned next week when we do the reciprocal roof. We'll be bringing you updates on the rocket stove in between things. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you!
Remember when we were younger, we wanted to get, we needed some fire brick, and there was an old house that was on our property that we tore down years ago, and where they had their fireplace, there was fire brick. So us kids and mom, like chiseling out those blocks, we got enough to make our pizza oven, didn't we?
Pizza oven.
The pizza oven.
Yeah,
Yes.
pizza.
Our family moved from the city to the country. Thanks for taking part in our adventure. We have new videos every Friday evening. If you would like to help us out, you can like this video, share it, subscribe, or support us on Patreon. See the links in the description.
Bugs! Let's check in on what Shae and Bryson, our dad, let's check in on what Shae and Dad are cooking up. And yes, that was an unintentional pun. Cooking up rocket stove. Sorry. Stay tuned next week when we do the reciprocal. Those are the two words I don't do.
Reciprocal.
And this has both of the no-nos. Reciprocal. The reciprocal. Yes, if only I can do that when I'm actually recording. Be sure to stay tuned next week for that reciprocal roof. Yes, I said that right. Reciprocal.